What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Termite Off-Road. This is a big video. All right, guys. Sorry about all the birds. It's springtime coming in, so there's birds everywhere. But and my bats are back in my shop. If you've watched this channel for a long time, you know years ago I'd be working on termite and the bats would be in here screaming and having romance up in this joint up here, and they're back. But anyway, this is a big video. This is something today that I didn't think would ever happen. I didn't think I would ever have this opportunity, but here it is. I'm not going to give away too much right now, but we are about to roll out and go pick up another project that is... This started back in high school. When I was in high school, this car was... I cannot express to you how influential this car was on me and why I'm the car guy that I am and into Mopars like I am. It was this car. Not this exact car, but you'll see what I'm saying later. So anyway, I don't know what this, this is just wild. It's almost surreal at this point that I have this opportunity. And you may watch when I reveal it here in a second and go, really? That's it? But, it is what it is. I'm excited about this. It's going to be a long-term project. This is not a car that you're going to see like date night here. We bought all date night in the shop, and within, 2 or 3 months, we had it out on the road, had it lowered, had it looking good. It's not like that. This is a long-term project car. And I know for YouTube, a lot of times that don't go well because I know you guys and a lot of people, when they turn on YouTube, they want quick results. And if YouTube is paying you to keep that up, if you're making enough there, then yeah. But for us, you're going to have to see real-time progress on this thing. But so anyway, I'm not going to drag it on because we're going to be talking a lot about this car and going over it today once we get it here. But it's not far. It's just in Hattiesburg, which is, again, usually I have to drive to the ends of the earth to find stuff. This is right here in Hattiesburg. So I'm about to get the Charger out, which is still for sale, by the way. I wish somebody would come buy this thing because I hate to I don't have anywhere to put it. I'm out of room around here. And it's a good car. It's a good project to start with. I'm just not into 73 Chargers. But it's for sale. And you'll notice a big blank spot over here. The Honda, the XL, is gone. Sold it this week. All of that goes towards what we're going to go pick up today. So anyway, I'm going to get this Charger hooked to the tractor and get it pulled back out of the shop, I guess, and back under the shed and kind of get some stuff moved around. And then we're going to jump in termite and head to Hattiesburg and get this thing picked up. So I'll check back with you guys throughout the day. The owner, I'm probably not going to film at his house or anything like that. A lot of times, unless you got somebody else who's into YouTube, that's a weird thing. So I'm probably not going to film at his house, but I will film the progress along the way, and then we'll reveal this thing to you guys whenever we get it back here to the house.
Are you really a car guy's wife if you don't have this job?
Backing in, it's tight. You guys can see we just do fit. Yeah, because with us having to turn it, by the time it come out, I don't know if we can turn it. Like that? Like take the back that way. Y'all brace yourself for all this.
I'm so nervous because I haven't even seen it.
It ain't a liquor, so don't get your hopes up. It ain't no beauty queen right now. That's why I was able to get it for cheap. But we're able to see through the junk to see potential.
Have you even said what it is yet?
Are we ruining the shot?
Oh, gracious. No. Whew, there it is, ain't it?
It looks worse than it is.
Andrew, you want me to film you too?
No, I'm good.
Come on.
Oh my gosh, it's orange.
I mean, that is a pretty good paint job.
No, it was in the process of being turned orange, yeah. They did a good job.
It's not gonna be orange for long.
Well, not me.
Okay, show me the.
So if you can't tell what it is.
What, but just getting like the jams painted?
Well, they were gonna put the Hellcat and stuff in it.
You're not gonna do nothing with it. Good gracious. So how many transmissions is this?
Two 4-speeds. That one is the correct one for the car, E-body.
Whoa.
Smell it.
B-body, like the Super B, the shifter mounted here. E-bodies, shifter mounts back here. So you got to find the tail housing that's got the E-body, because the E-bodies were only 70 to 74. So it's got to find them ones to that far back. You know, not always easy. But all right, I'm gonna roll. Let me get this stuff in the shop, and I'll get that other trains.
Never seen Vanishing Point.
He watched it the other day.
Brian's never seen it.
What?
No. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all got afternoon. We're gonna watch it.
Oh my gosh! No, but the car's pretty, but the movie ain't that much to me. But Wes would disagree.
Yeah. I don't know which way it's supposed
I would
to go.
I think they're gonna like push back in that way. The hood.
Like that?
Yeah. I would,
Or it's either that.
Little surface roast.
the whole thing moving over there. Might get on that
T-Mobile SIM card.
Yours is way low. Hey, I raised this hood and this hinge is wanting to.
You got to push back when you come back down with it. Push on this side. Push it backwards.
I just didn't want to hurt you.
They just got 2 bolts. They got like 1 bolt in them, just holding it on.
Nice not having to lift stuff.
I agree. Yeah, go with it.
Here, I'll move it.
Wheels staying straight.
Ah, my tree. Lord, my tree.
Trigger the car, man.
Like,
I hope you're filming that.
We got to mow down and get another one.
He's got a, I know, but he's got a bunch of body work to do
The
anyway.
tree was $12.
No, it wouldn't. Oh, that like barely.
Did it miss it?
Yeah, it did. By like,
We got to
Are
turn
we
this.
gonna miss it? You might
Yeah, well, when I
cut-
start turning this steering wheel,
you don't have any
and this thing ain't bolted in.
cut that. I ain't even pushed.
I just started already got my hand up.
You like it? Go hit the hump on the drive. Go in there.
Oh.
Through all the stuff in there.
Woo!
Yeah, I didn't see this side.
Yeah, that's factory wide. Those aren't the correct center caps, but
You had them on your duster, huh?
yeah. It wasn't rusted at all when he got. He said, I put it under that tarp. And it's sweat. That's just surface rust. It's not
Right.
rot or anything. But
It looks so much shorter than the B.
Yeah, I think these look tough.
they're low. They're set low.
It looks so much shorter.
Yeah, they look fast. Like they look like they're doing 100 miles an hour. The dash, that's about the size of a dime at the most. I gotta patch
It
that.
didn't have a windshield.
No windshield.
Mm.
But it's got a,
So what would you do? Just get somebody to order one and you take it to them?
what's that?
Windshield.
We put the
We
windshield
put
in.
them in.
We just got to get them to order it.
I got the suction cups and stuff. You just put the gasket in there and slide her in.
That was a stressful job.
Was that the Super B I cut the gasket on, or the termite?
Termite? Termite was.
I was trying to work it in there and I cut the
Yeah.
gasket. Had to pull it all back out.
Yeah, that was
order
a-
a new gasket.
We've done enough of that mess though. I don't think anybody will ever have a doubt of
I mean,
whether or not you're a Mopar guy.
or a finisher boy guy. That's just a regular magazine that I framed,
100,000 years
and
ago.
it's faded because where our old house, the sun came through the back porch and hit it. Because it used to hang in our dining room.
Oh.
Yeah, imagine that. All right, so this picture is in our bedroom that a friend of mine did a few years ago. So he took an image of Kowalski. This is a scene in the desert, and he put my face. This is back when I used to wear glasses. He put my head, Kowalski's body, in front of the Challenger. We've got the Vantage Point Challenger there. And I don't know if you guys have ever, if you've watched the channel for a while and caught on, our dog's name is Kowalski.
Kowalski.
So,
After that movie.
After, I
We
mean,
got Kowalski when Judah was 2.
Yeah.
And so like the kids weren't able to say his name for like years.
yeah, so that's why we call him Walski, because that's kind of what they call him. That's all they could call him.
Or K-Dog. Yeah.
All right, let's go walk through this thing. All right, so we have a 1970 Dodge Challenger. Tag number OA55. No, it will. If you know the movie, you know what I'm saying there. But, so the story is, this car came from West Texas in dry climate, so that's why it's not rotted. Underneath looks really, really good. It's really clean on the bottom. This is all just surface rust that happened when the guy I got it from, he was moving houses, and he says, man, I put it under a tarp just for a couple of weeks so I could move everything, and he says, I wasn't thinking about it sweating underneath the tarp, and so that's where this come from. But that was a couple of years ago, I think, or a year ago, something like that, and he said it's been in the heated and cooled garage since then, but it's not, it's all, some people freak out when they see rust. I don't. And I know there's going to be probably comments over the process of this that I'm screwing up and the rust is here forever. Whatever. Okay. But anyway. So this car started its life as a 318 car. It's not an original RT or nothing like that. It was a 318 automatic. But if you know the movie, you know that in the end this will be white. Big block, 4-speed. So that's what this guy is. So we got a 70 model 4-speed E-body shift here. I'm not sure if that's that's probably gonna be a B body. That transmission there. Anyway, so we'll have a pistol grip, which is cool. Pistol grip checker. We have no interior other than the door panels and the side panels, so we will be having to find factory bucket seats and back seat. The dash is the standard dash in it. I'll swap that to a rally dash. On that, I do have the quarter windows. All that stuff is in there. But as you can see, the car was about to be Hellcat swapped. It was planned to be a Hellcat with a 6-speed manual and this color. But he offered me the Hellcat, but it was more than I could afford. But it was a good price, but I just couldn't swing it. So what we're gonna do, that is a 383 that's in it. At the moment, my plan is to stroke that motor, which would make it a 432. And that's the plan, unless I come across something between now and then that's a better option. That's the plan for that motor at the moment. We've got a car full of parts. This is the wing off the back. We've got headlight bezels, mirrors, the infamous quad tail tip. These will go, they'll be sticking out right there, like that. So that's pretty neat. So anyway, but this was a floor shift car. It was automatic, but it was in the floor. But this project is not going to be one that you guys are going to watch like your typical YouTube project where they're done in a couple of months and they'll call that a long project. I see these channels all the time. I've been working on this thing forever, and they'll say 2 years. I'm like, that's not long. That's not forever. This is going to take a while, okay? So my estimation, mark this down. We'll come back and watch this one day.
February 28th, 2025.
My estimation time of completion, I would love to have it done by 2030. That's 5 years. Doable. I'm thinking 5 to 6 years.
Granted, you got the B in, you were like, it'll be ready for paint in a year.
That's because when I started stripping paint off of it, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is rotted from one end to the other. This car is stripped. There's no paint. This is bare metal primer. It's already been stripped. So there's no secrets. I'm not worried about uncovering something on this car. I know this is a patch panel down here because I can reach my hand down in here and I can feel the seam.
You can, yeah.
So I can feel the seam down there where they welded it. It looks lined up. It looks well done. But we will get into that when we strip all this back down to bare metal. I'm probably just gonna take it panel by panel, do the doors, fenders, each piece individually, get it stripped down, cleaned, and then we'll start working our way back out with the body. And goal is to get the body done first, get it in paint, and then we'll start with suspension. I don't even know what gear's in the rear end. It's got an 8 3/4 rear end, but I have no idea what gearing's in it. So yeah, just gonna be a process of one section at a time. But overall, the car's pretty solid. And the only way that I can afford a Challenger is to buy it like this. I can't afford, you see ratty ones that are going for $30,000. I just can't do that. I know I'll have a lot in it in the end, but I can do that a little bit over time. I can't just go swinging out the fence and just pay for it up front like that.
On this one, we're going to, because I care more, and I'm just curious, is I'm going to keep track of receipts
Yeah, we didn't do that on the Super Bee, how much I spent. But I think we ended up somewhere around the $20,000 mark.
On what you spent?
Yeah,
It was like 23.
yeah. But I mean, you never get your time. You don't even
No,
factor your time because you're
no.
not doing.
Well, and you don't do this to
It's
make
for
money
fun.
anyway.
I enjoy doing it. So you don't factor. Now, if I had to pay a shop to do this stuff, yeah, it'd be way more. But doing it myself, you know, I'm really just, it's parts. So, but that's the fun part. The fun part is going to the shows, the swap meets, online, finding this part, finding that part, and that was a lot of fun on the Super Bee. I really enjoyed that whole part, and I think that's why when I got done with it, I was like, yeah, you know. So, well, I guess we need to start pulling stuff out of here, seeing what's what.
I mean, you say we like.
You're out here. I mean, if you're in the shop, you're.
All right, I'll see you later.
No, you ain't doing.
I mean, I gotta start packing for Big Bend, which.
Got a week.
Yeah.
Got a week to do that.
Tell them what warning email we got today about Big Bend.
Just Cody's. We have Cody's here.
Not attacking tents. Did you read that part?
Babe, I ain't worried about no wiry little Cody.
You will if it bites your wife.
Well, I'm not gonna let that get that far. It's here.
You happy?
I am. The deal is in high school, you know, my dad told me these stories about Vanishing Point, the movie, and all this stuff. And we had a local movie theater in Collins, and he said he'd go out there all the time and just watch that movie over and over and over when it was in theaters. And so, and I've got the VHS. I'm gonna find it. It's somewhere in our house and all this stuff. But in the 90s, some point late 90s, we went to Blockbuster Video. He and I did, and they didn't have it for rent, but they ordered it for us. Like, this is how long ago this was. There was no internet purchase. We went to Blockbuster. They ordered the movie for us. We went back and got it when it came in. And I watched Vanishing Point for the first time in high school. That white Challenger in that movie, I had never seen something so cool in my life. The character, Kowalski, the car. And I think the thing about that car that is so cool is that it's not flashy, it's just white. And I've had people over the last couple of days ask me, what color am I going to paint this car? Am I going to do it Hemi orange or sublime green? And I'm like, white, just white. No pinstripe, no stripes on the hood, just white. And they look at me like, why just white? That's such a, but that's what's so, I don't know. That movie is why I fell in love with Mopars. That's what I just had a super big connection with that movie. The character himself, just the freedom and the you know, the whole vibe of that movie is just awesome to me. And so all of my adult life, it's always been, what's your dream car? A 70 white Challenger. But Challengers, like all e-bodies, are just through the roof, expensive, but with the sale of the Super Bee, I was able to get a Gladiator. I had a little bit of money left over, but I just set it to the side, and I was like, we'll just save that for an emergency or something, and kind of started getting the itch for another project. Been on Marketplace for months now, and I've had this car saved on Marketplace for months now. And finally, you know, last weekend reached out to the guy. We started talking, and here it is a week later. It's in my shop. So this is kind of a dream come true type thing. And I don't mean to sound like cars are my idol or nothing like that. They're cars. You know, the kids keep asking me, you going to sell this one? I'm like, I don't know. We'll do it. We'll enjoy it. We'll have fun with it. And then we may sell it off. Who knows? But the symbolism of what that white Challenger is a lot to me. It means a lot to me. I'm not trying to do an RT clone off of this car. I'm cloning a movie car. So there's little things. The car is going to be Alpine white, which is like a little off-white color. Side mirrors, like these two holes here for side mirrors, will be welded up. There will be no side mirror on the passenger side. There was only a driver's side mirror on the car. The motor will be, at the moment, we're still a year or two away from this part probably. The motor should be about a 432 stroker, but it will have 440 emblems here. What's the difference? It's a big block. I mean, who cares? So, it'll have that. It's just the rally wheels. There's just all that stuff. Obviously, the 4-speed with a pistol grip shifter, no console, just bucket seats. All that stuff we're going to go with because that's the stuff that attracted me to that car. Was nothing. It was just like the stripped down. That's why I love like Super Bs and Roadrunners were always some of my favorite cars because they were just these stripped down street race cars. You know what I mean? They weren't, the GTXs and stuff like that had the power windows and all the fancy stuff, but I've always just liked the bucket seats with the shifter and the floor, or the bench seat. Like, just that stuff has always been cool to me. But, so, yeah. Vanishing Point Challenger. We're going to go for it. I don't know how long this is going to take. It's going to take a while. But, this is not going to be a project that I think that you guys will see. May not even be a month that you'll see this once a month or something. My plan is when I release a video on me working on this car, it's going to probably be like a big video. So it may be once a month or every couple of months or just depending on what we're doing. Because I'm not going to show you me doing the same bodywork process on every panel. I'll kind of show you what I'm doing, and we'll try to let the videos be interesting and all the way through. But yeah, we got bumpers right here. We've got window regulators. We've got heater box. We've got bumper mounts. We've got one seat in there. We've got a console that I don't need. I won't be using this automatic console. I have the shifter for it as well right here. So all of that stuff, I don't need any of that. I'm not gonna be using any of that stuff. So if anybody, needs that stuff, hit me up. I don't know. But we got our tips, all that kind of cool stuff. Because my thing with this car is I want to build this car to drive. And so when I did my Super B, I was trying to stay with factory correct, numbers, this and that. And with this one, it's just more of a fun build type thing because it's not going to be a real RT. I'm not trying to make it a real RT. I'm trying to make it the car in the movie. So in the movie, he says the motor was hopped up over 160. No idea what that even means, but it implies that the motor is not stock, that the motor has been modified, something's been done to it. In the trailer, he says supercharged. But that, in my mind, permits me the ability to do whatever the heck I want to do with the motor. So, these Mickey Thompson valve covers are cool. I think those are cool. They're period correct. So I will probably run those rather than, but I have factory valve covers hanging on the wall here if I want to do that. But I'm not going to be a stickler for factory correct. It's more going to be drivable. This is a power steering car. I'm probably going to do away with that and put manual steering. And that may be like a Flaming River or Redhead steering box or something like that. It's got HP manifolds on the exhaust, which is cool. I don't know if I'm going to keep those or we may run a set of shorty headers. I don't know yet. All of that kind of stuff we'll kind of figure out as we go through. Right now, the plan is just going to be get it stripped down and just start getting the body sealed in and repaired and brought back up. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. And so, yeah. I don't know what else to say. What more else to talk over with you guys. But it is an empty shell right now. But she looks rough. She looks ugly. But we're going to fix it. We're going to make it look right. And in the end, it's going to be a really cool, really fast, fun to drive car. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most. But anyway, well, big move today here doing this. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Me and Andrew's got to start getting prepped. We're going riding bikes tomorrow with some friends of ours. So we're going to be in DeSoto all day tomorrow riding bikes. And then next week, we're prepping and packing to get ready to head to Big Bend. So stay tuned for all of those videos and all of that stuff. And then some point in time, here in the next month or so, hopefully, we will be tearing into this thing and getting started on it. So anyway, see you guys later.